math musician, fucking blah, 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 blah. And he said, when I start to watch a whole variety of TV, like a lot of it, I watch a lot of it, I'll say, I'm so close to dead. And it was like 2 weeks before they moved him to the silent room. He says, yeah, you guys gave me Disney. But he's stuttering it, right? He had a stroke. He's like, I watch a lot of it, Amber. Amber, I do. I watch a lot of it. I should buy him a Wendy's card and just say that that's a partial date, not a full date. Wendy's is almost up. That's my Wendy's. I didn't think I'd have anything on the heart. And I have things all over the fucking place. And lots to be built and renovated and remodeled. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's watch the Grinch. The Furfy dog. God, that's weird textiles. Fuck, it's Christmas already, eh? My boyfriend would always say it. The dentist said it too. That we are quantuplets. Gita said it, but then with all the violence at work, I forgot everything he ever said to me, which is sad. I don't normally forget anything. Pisses me off. The reason why somebody is crazy is because they're acting out violent and heinous and unfair and unjustified. Because they want you to hurt like they did. But they don't understand that everyone is dumbing themselves down and being way nicer than they have the energy for. Because your dad fucking paddled your ass or whatever, right? That's a crazy person. Yeah. I don't think exfoliating my face or anything is going to be very smart. I gave Trek a bone and the cat startled him. He almost bit the cat. Meow. Let him inside. He's looking all mean out there. And he comes inside and wears off. Oh no. Plie. I should buy some coffee too. Some espresso, some coffee. Yeah, I drank so much brandy. I didn't even drink last night. Can I even put sugar in this? Doesn't really taste like it. Owen's like, you don't have to brush your teeth. They just cap them eventually. Do big cleaning. I'm like, oh. All the times I got jitter jaws and being punched in the fucking mouth. Might be beneficial to how my digestive system is working. I remember when I got Salt Nick burns. I climbed that fucking ladder up to the Navy, and I'm like, I got Salt Nick burns, and you don't recognize me? They're like, Amber. It's like big boils all over your face. I laid in bed with the Salt Nick for like quite a while, and that's why I smoked Salt Nick tobacco. Helps me perspirate in the damaged spots and everything. It's like magic. So when I say I'm gonna quit, I'm probably healed some miraculous miracle amount. Eric, I remember, he broke his back since, and he's got like a bit of bipolar, I guess. But he's just like, I'm like, you're stretching the normal amount that I do too. He's like, oh, okay. And I was like, you probably got your brainstem worked on and a bunch of fluids and healing properties in it. And because you're pretty normal, actually. He's like, you just don't talk. I was like, I'm sorry. Because everyone kept saying they're going to give me herpes, which is a form of hepatitis. It doesn't necessarily even show up on the outside of the skin. And I know that they would just fucking comment a million. And I couldn't block comments on YouTube before. So I didn't know how. Maybe. Like Salt Lake burns from the ocean. It's on your eyelids and they're big. Like kind of like when you burn yourself and you get a blister. But it reoccurs. It's Salt Lake burns. It's like getting maced on the ocean. It's hepatitis I. Hepatitis J is AIDS. And AIDS also gives you a double chin too, so no wonder nobody really is vain if they have ever fucking taken care of their brain. Some people just don't have double chins. Like, I'm not rib filled out. That's bloating. I'm not. And I still got the waddle. I was a dancer before, and that gets rid of your double chin. Paid for it. The noses in the show are so cute. I remember filming it. I was a filmmaker, and I was also, I'd check oxygen levels and do like the practical nursing for, which one is this? Oh, that's settings. Oops. 2000. I filmed mostly anything to do with The Who. I filmed it. My entire life, I had to get my belly cut open and my intestines squeezed out and like detoxed and all that kind of stuff. Hermia-ridged is what it's called. Because when I was little, a fucking little Middle Eastern kid shoved fucking gunpowder down my throat. And it was so bad they had to put more gunpowder on me. I remember that little kid, what's his name? Trevor Ballastay. I remember him coming to me like, more gunpowder. But the vaccines for that, it's called a hemiontology shot. It won't let it go to your brain. And, like, luckily, it was because it was in my mouth and I hardly swallowed any. It was mostly just in my fucking mouth, in my gums and stuff. It didn't reach anything that would. But my body is so fucking lousy. High knees, it's like, I do the best, though. Even a beginner. Like, think about this. Beginners can't even beat me at high knees. But it's not all in my head. No, it's just, I don't know, Dad had a lot of money. Mom has a lot of money. They paid for good medicine. But a snotty nose is a sure sign that obviously I'm, like, internally very upset. They told me to cut myself all the time, and I did my piercing. There was a blood clot. I pierced it in kind of a new spot, like a very old spot. There's like 3 spots because I wanted 3. Realizing that now it's like a black hole in my face, whatever. I would get pretty if I could find them, like a bar like this, and then a bar like this, and then a bar like this. Just to drop off a Wendy's card for you, bud. because they're often too short and I can't get my calloused hands on it. The dental, um, the chick who took pictures of my teeth, because it actually is kind of a perfect fucking smile. Anyway, she's like, I'm like, females just fail. Like an organ just decides that it's got this misfire. It just tries to stop working so it can reboot and build new layers of tissue. It's not that we're beaten most of the time. We just fathom it because we're feeling so exhausted. She's like, really? I can't feel my legs. And I was like, oh, it's just a piercing. Like, get the biggest, like a industrial bar and pierce it up through like your leg and your hip up to your hip flexors. Just a piercing and leave it, ice it, hot pack it, ice it, hot pack it till it like oozes. And you won't be able to walk like it's in a position that you're gonna have to like sit there and relax, like foot soak. And she's like, okay. Hopefully she's not dead. Coronavirus is evil. And you have to do it yourself, or else that's the understanding of the brain. Dentists don't make very much money. That's why I try to be super, super, super nice. That hurt. Okay. They make $200 a month. Sometimes bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, or short term, which is every week and 3 days. Yeah, there's benefits and stuff, but sometimes not even for everyone. Depends how rich your family was before. Owen's grandpa was so miserable. And yet, Mark Carney is a son who is like completely so tolerable if you're fucking miserable. I'm just not always fucking miserable, and then he feels bad. that I must be lonely. Because I'm so fucking happy most days, most times. Not today. No. Coffee is the vaccine for the literal fact that it's such a silent secret that we're quintuplets. I hear it like once every 10 fucking years. I got hit too. Friggin' 4 heart attacks in a row. Just get home from the hospital and I was down again. Like, you got, like, your ribs broken into your spleen and, like, your fucking head bashed in and... Like, I remember doing the leco leverage on your skulls and shit. Mark Carney is a Grinch in this one. I'm the little girl that they named me Taylor Momsen. And Mark Carney said that's Taylor Momsen before she decided she's gonna kill everyone. Who? Cindy Lou. Cindy Lou Who? I'm so fucking blue that my sinus breath, my mouth breath, my eyelids like feel cold. Got the chilies back here. I just decided to just turn the fucking heater down. I just decided it a couple days ago. It was like, and it's warm outside, right? But I was just cold as a fucking dickweed to a charma fish. Well, the governor would prophesize one day that killing people might just be the answer. Owen just left one time. He wanted to break just so I'd ask him all the questions again. He always took care of me. Did you have a dog? Yeah, it's a little orange fluffy thing. What kind of dog is that? Irish, Swiss, and Swissar. Poodle, Corgi, Mutt. Oh. And like, I always recognize them, but all the moments that, like, are we together? I got really badly threatened over his long hair. And I was like, it's a really nice fucking long hair, isn't it? And I stabbed him in the guzlet. Yeah, actually. Owen and Clay are in this movie. And when I first got the apartment, I skinned my chair. I, I had a chair at first, and I gave Logan his chair back and went and thrifted a couch. And I scooted up to the door, and I just fucking, because there's a camera right outside my door, and I know it had audio, and they told me that I could talk to the health police about everything, and I was just like saying everything that I fucking heard and being like, I can hear everything, and I'm supposed to have fucking patience left. They hear everything because they snicker when I get angry. They just don't fucking admit it. What is that? That's bad mental health. And the manager was like, nobody said you had bad mental health. I was like, well, I surely feel like shit. I know, I was a health police officer. And I've never, I get worried, like sometimes I'm like, what did I touch? What did I get into? What if the McDonald's person was real fucking mad because I love McDonald's? I just want to make sure because I wasn't thinking and I was detached from myself and my surroundings and the family that I know and love. And I was worried about Auntie Karen. So I was like, hey, Shauna, you're a bitch. Just kidding. Just hit me a little bit harder. Next time, make sure you order pina coladas from a fucking fast food restaurant. And like retarded shit. And then I felt so fucking bad because I'm not trying to make you jealous, Kobe. No, I know what love is anyway. It's acquired and it's acquired. I love all my friends. Colleen is so quiet and she's not breathing properly one day, so she puts a lawn chair right next to the door. And I'm like, oh no. And Logan's like, because he didn't know what I was gonna do. Got her to stick a straw into her fucking rib cage kind of idea and did a Leno Henjamin. As soon as you feel something stop, go a little bit further, like, just a touch. Okay, and I was patting her back, and all this stuff just started fucking spraying out of the straw. But there was a fake Colleen once. But yes. That kid that got jumped and he was arrested just because he was so inaccurate of who to fucking beat the shit out of or rape or whatever. In high school, he said, isn't it human to understand humans? I was like, yeah, but if you study it, then you can teach it. And if you study it, then you'll learn it in your panic and you'll even be able to help yourself. Maybe. Not always, though. He's like, I need to buy Bottomy. And I was like, okay, so I just cleaned his stint because he already fucking had one. Felt bad for him. Everyone thought, like, I thought that was my, like, next boyfriend. I said, no, he got drugged at school one day, and then 19 kids fucking jumped him, and I kept him safe. I brought him to the principal's office right the fuck away. He's just chatting me up, like, really, really, really fast, and, like, woo, at my locker, and I was like, okay, bud. He was a library kid. It was vitally fucking disgusting what they did. Like, leave the fucking quiet kids alone. Where was I sitting and I barely fit the chair, and I was like, they showed me the chairs, and I was like, I did grow. They're like, you'll still grow. I'm like, so Logan still has a chance to fix his spine. They're like, yeah. And I was like, awesome. It's a lot of needles like down, and then you draw the medicine out as you pull it out. They already did it for me, and I already did the pussy part. I pulled out all the pus. Middle Easterns were in the middle, and he got badly hurt. Middle Easterns also. I knew the fence posts were loose and that Logan shouldn't be driving, but he just went, and he didn't hear me. I guess they were changing the lineup of the fencing out by the swamp on the other side. How am I supposed to fix that in the winter? And you shouldn't cement in animal fence posts. Like you can, but they'll just break it off and then impale themselves. Like, especially cattle. I was really attached to a cow. She got raped and I vouched to shoot her so she'd understand. I shot her right here. Yeah. She got raped by a human. Yeah. Her teats were like fucking like huge and just rock hard and like pussing and like brown and like she had one leg way too short compared to the other ones. So I just kept her as a pet. She was super nice. My daughter loves cows. I keep meaning to buy her something cow print. Or decorate my room in cow print. I like cows too. I got kicked by a cow when I was a little kid. It went like ding, and then ding, ding, ding on me. Knocked me over and beat me up. John McIntyre got really badly hurt with like these just random meat cows that we had. And Daisy tried to save him, picked him up with like their horns and got him out of the way. I'm like running out there. No fucking cameras that you could put like there's nothing like that out in back in the day. I just heard like blood curdling. Mm-hmm. And there's people in the pen too. So I had my pistol. They just like live around in the woods. That's why they wanted to build a house on it. And they've had their freaking kids murdered in their own home. Way up, like, yeah. I was married to Owen because the freedom was there. And he wasn't much of a liar. It's just one time he was like dead and he was like burping. And he's like, I'm gonna call them. And he's looking at my work schedule. And I was like, oh my god. Oh, that hurt really bad because I'm like, oh, there's that big change every woman has to deal with. Like, I don't know if, like, I want to work, but, like, no buts, just but. I don't want to be told that I should work or have to work or that I can't work. Owen was good for that kind of stuff. Just take a friggin' bath while I'm up. Switch over my laundry. Yeah. There was a vibrational earthquake yesterday. It was like making the water shake and bang. It was affecting just H2O. It's kind of weird. I was like, should I turn the machine off? And I was like, murder. It's like, fuck. She didn't even say what it was, but I was like, a vibrational earthquake. And then she's like, yeah. My mom is terrified of anything weather. She always says she's bipolar. I don't know. Maybe she was. I'm scared of the weather too, and like without your parents, you naturally would be. And like, I'm like watching the trees. I'm like, John's a really good logger, but like, are those trees gonna fall on the house? And then watching like every windstorm this year. It looks good. I think it worked. The whole point was to stop them from falling on the house.